Hello and welcome to Lockdown Live, the alternative sports show helping you and your family beat the virus blues. Huge thanks to everyone who's sent us footage over the last week. We've got some superb entries, and this is what's coming up on Show 2. The alternative boat race set to get pulses soaring, the ultimate tug of war, man against tree root, and the cul-de-sac cycle race that couldn't be closer. We start with a reminder that everyone and anyone has the capability of becoming a sporting legend, especially if it's in the confines of their own front room or back garden. Well, this has got to be one of the most stunning backdrops we've ever seen for boy against pet dog, and it's the dog who's getting the better of his human rival. Oh, and the young lad has been nutmegged there. Now, can he bounce back? Feints left here. The dog's face is a picture of concentration, and he's up to the task here, the canine. This is superb. This young lad's really got his work cut out to come out on top. A classic battle of one-on-one, and I think our four-legged friend has taken it.
We're gathered for the first annual caterpillar race.
Well, this is Ukraine against Yorkshire. Sergei against his wife Zoe. Could be a hotly contested event, this one. It'll be short and sharp.
3, 2,
now,
1.
They're off. Zoe going for the little and often technique, but it's big steps forward there from Sergei. He's streaking away. Oh, but this is an outrageous breach of the rules. Well, I think there could be a tiff after dinner over this one. The Ukrainian takes it, but there'll have to be an inquiry, surely. Well, now to an enthusiastic part-time teacher, 72 years of age. There's no denying her fighting spirit here. She's been in lockdown for what feels like an eternity. But this septuagenarian is poised to deliver a double can lift here. 2 aluminium tins containing a combined total of no fewer than 363 beans with a very thick and heavy jus de tomate. She's gone ends on. The back is horribly bent here. She's putting her knees under huge pressure. She must turn the tins the other way up. Oh, this is a great effort. Oh, she's combating the boredom brilliantly here in Surrey. I think that's a successful lift. And look at the face of celebration. Yes, that is superb. Well, here we have 2 sisters eagerly warming up for this indoor downhill using all 13 of their stairs. Ivy on the right, the 6-year-old. Amelia on the left, the 4-year-old. Might be the outsider here. All credit to Mum for coming up with so many great games, because Dad Simon is a farmer and he's hardly been home to try and make sure we've all got enough food at the end of the summer.
Are you ready, girls?
Yes, I am.
There's no doubt.
Hands at the ready.
The 2 sisters are ready.
Okay.
A little bit of a delay from Mum here on the starter's gun. The nerves are beginning to jangle at the top of the stairs.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
On your marks. Get set. Go!
Well, you would expect Ivy on the right as the older to have the advantage here. But, oh, Amelia tried to come through on the inside. The older sister's taken it, but I think they should both be proud of their performance. Well, this cul-de-sac sprint over 33.5 metres could be really close. It's the younger of the 2 sisters who has the advantage here, going really well, but glances over her shoulder. That could allow her older sister to close on the line. Oh, we need to see a replay of that one. Well, the younger of the 2 has taken it, but my goodness me, she almost lost it on the line. If you were watching last week, you may have seen the McInnes family from Dublin come up with a decathlon with a difference. Well, their efforts have inspired another Irish family to invent their own back garden multi-sport challenge, and the Fitzsimons really did go the whole 9 yards.
Good morning and welcome to Lockdown Live. You join us for the European Championship final of the Lockdown Heptapentathlon. Now, I know a lot of our viewers are familiar with this particular event. It's only 4 days old, but it's garnered a huge amount of support in those 4 days of lockdown. The course was only designed this morning by the children's mother, but it's a sold-out event. We have a strong showing of support. Lots of noise in the crowd, lots of fans, particularly from the likes of Peppa Pig and all of the rabbit family. Now we are going to go live to commentary now. Rob Walker joins us in the commentary position, and he is ready to take you through this European Championship final of the Lockdown Heptapentathlon.
A tree where I live.
Well, a really intriguing course this for 8-year-old Shamie Fitzsimons and his younger sister Peggy, who is just 4. Superb start by the young man. A little bit of confusion. First of all, he has the double shuttle run one way on the scooter, and then he'll sprint back down the course. He has a sizable lead at the moment, but she is giving away 4 years. Now, can he press home here? Oh, and he's a little bit frustrated there as Peggy comes in to score her goal. Third time lucky. Now they're both over to the bubble blow. 1 bubble each will suffice. Then it's up the climbing wall. Now it's a Mimic Rocky moment. Well, that seems a little bit understated from the 8-year-old. Let's see how Peggy gets on. Oh, that's much better. Onto the slide now, and this is superb from Fitzsimons. Barely out of step as she moves on to the star jumps, and in fact she takes a small lead as they head towards the heptapentathlon golf course. The left-hander has just snatched at that one. Well, both of them have missed, so there's no extra time penalty. Now it's the Will Ferrell suns out, guns out moment, but they don't have to count to 1,000, unlike the Hollywood star. And Peggy into the lead on the hopscotch. Dad is the goalkeeper for the final challenge, and I think he might be quite generous here. Oh, and Shamie has just snatched that left. Peggy has scored, but I think Shamie's going to think he's taken this one for the speed round the course, and indeed he does. He thinks he's got the win.
Okay, our competitors are just joining us here in the mixed zone of Lockdown Live. Shamie Fitzsimons, the first one through. Shamie, how do you feel that event went for you today?
Well, some bits were easy, some bits were hard, but I went through it. I'm out of breath now and I cannot do any more running today.
Now we have Peggy Fitzsimons has also joined us in the mixed zone. Peggy Fitzsimons, how do you think that event went for you this morning?
It was a bit hard.
Why was it so hard, Peggy? Is it because you're actually half the age of your competitor? Shamie Fitzsimons, the 8-year-old from Dublin, will go on to make history in the very first heptapentathlon World Championships. That's all we have time for. Thanks to our colleague Rob Walker on commentary. Join us next time on Lockdown Live.
Here at Lockdown Live, we like to celebrate every kind of sporting encounter. And our next set of entries are proof that with a little bit of creativity and imagination, you can make a sporting contest out of just about anything. Welcome to this quiet corner of Abingdon for man against tree root tug of war. This is 44-year-old Alistair Beattie. Now, he is allowed to remove 15 shovels worth of dirt, but the extraction will only be deemed successful if he removes it within 10 seconds. And this is proving tough early on here. The tree root really digging in. The cat, well, he can hardly contain his indifference. He's not going to break the Oxfordshire record, but can he complete the task? Yes, he can. That was a solid effort. Welcome to Venice for what ornithologists are calling the European Battle of the Bakery. With no tourists whatsoever in the city, the common pigeon, Columba livia domestica, is really having to run the gauntlet here to have enough bread over the coming weeks. There's the shop entrance on the left, and this is a nervy business. Oh, and just loses concentration there at the very point at which we thought that was going to be a huge performance. Now, beautiful crisp spring day, 2 of them jostling for position, moving forwards. This is a time where one of them has to deliver, but my goodness me, the rewards on the other side will be fantastic. Another glance over, walking away once more. Are we actually going to get a winner here in Venice this morning? This looks confident. Looking around, moving towards the doorway. It's all about the last 2 or 3 steps. Oh, surely he's there. But he's been distracted by a couple of crumbs. He's taken the lesser prize. Top of picture. Another obstacle just going into the shop. Now, this has been a quiet build-up, hasn't it? There's been nothing in the form book to suggest this young male might be the victor. But he's ever so close here. Left claw off the ground. Oh, this is fantastic. What a prize awaits him. He's certainly not going to be going hungry anytime soon. Well, Fiona Humphrey of Dorking bringing us coverage of the alternative boat race. It's Oxford nearest the camera in dark blue, hoping to overturn 2 successive defeats. Oh, there's almost a clash of paper there, but the dark blues are coming through. Cambridge have won the last 2, but it's Oxford with the advantage here, and they've taken it here in 2020. Well, here's an update at the halfway stage of the Wilmslow Spring Onion Growing Competition. 3 trays vying for the victory. On the right-hand side, we have a couple of big contenders, Kate in the foreground and JB. The middle tray has a little bit of catching up to do. And on the left, 2 contenders for the title, Alex and possibly Rosie. Come back in 6 weeks' time for the climax. Here at Lockdown Live, we've been racking our brains trying to come up with a suitably sporting thank you for the Herculean men and women currently working so hard to make Britain better. Then it occurred to us that a shift for the NHS probably feels a bit like running 26.2 miles. And as every runner will tell you, at the end of a marathon, you're guaranteed a hero's reception. So we're asking families to recreate their own homemade finish line and medal for the relatives who always go the extra mile. This is our inaugural Marathon Shift Champion. Well, incredible scenes here in Reading at the end of another epic journey. This NHS consultant has already covered 26,000 steps today at the Royal Berkshire Hospital. She left home 13 and a half hours ago and cancelled a holiday to be on top form for this battle. Now the finish line is in sight. Another day delivered with class and humility. There's the homemade medal from her daughter. Now comes the refreshments from her son, richly deserved. Dr. Emma Vaux is today's Marathon Shift Champion. Emma, a proud nation salutes you. Well, if you'd like to nominate your Marathon Shift winner, or you just want to showcase your family's sporting brilliance, get in touch. We're on Instagram at Lockdown Live 2020. And if you click the bio section of our page, you can upload your footage and your moments of magic direct to our open Dropbox. Just remember, turn the camera or the phone sideways when you're filming. We're also on Twitter at Rob Walker TV. So come on, no excuses, send in your footage, and maybe next week you and your relatives will be the stars of our show. In the meantime, stay together, stay safe, bye for now.